Welcome to Think Tank. I'm Steve Adubato, where we talk to big thinkers, people with important things to say about issues and challenges in our society that matter a great deal. We're pleased to welcome Michelle Pullaro, who is the Chief Administrative Officer of an organization called Per Scholas.
Per Scholas.
What is Per Scholas?
Per Scholas is a technology nonprofit that opens doors to technology careers for individuals in overlooked communities.
Why is that so important?
The tech sector is booming tremendously, and there are a lot of people that are just shut out of the tech ecosystem. And so Per Scholas is really there to be that gap for individuals that don't have access to the education or the opportunities to get jobs in the tech sector.
So break this down a little bit, Michelle.
Sure.
How does this happen? By the way, this is a national. You're based where?
We are based in the Bronx. We are in 11 cities across the country.
So it's national in many ways.
It's national, yeah.
Explain to folks what you actually do to get these students who have historically not had access to these tech opportunities. What are you actually doing to them and for them to help get them ready?
You know what's interesting? The tech skills are a mechanism to get them into the tech economy, but we're giving them a nurturing environment, we're building confidence, and we're identifying individuals that have the intellectual curiosity and the grit and the desire for a better life, but just haven't had the access to the opportunity. College was out of reach for them, possibly financially they couldn't afford it, or they started and they couldn't finish college, and they end up with debt, no degree, and no job. So they come to us, and we're really
Excuse me,
there.
They come to you, by the way, we'll put up the website as we're talking right now. They come to you?
Partnering with community organizations. So right here in Newark, we launched in April, and we...
Per Scholas opened in Newark in
April,
several months back. Go ahead.
Yeah, April 2019. We've been around for 25 years. We've trained 10,000 individuals. But in Newark, we launched in April, and we've trained 75 individuals. And really, the goal is to create local jobs for Newark residents in the tech ecosystem.
So it's so interesting. With our partners, our friends over at the New Jersey Institute of Technology, we just did a Voice Summit. We didn't do the Voice Summit. We covered the Voice Summit there, everything going on in voice. And the reason I mention this is because you realize there are an incredible number of jobs created to the tech world that's evolving every day, whether it's voice activated in terms of communication and how it changes our lives, so many aspects of this. We can't assume that younger people who are getting ready to go into the workforce are going to have these skills, are going to know how to navigate the system, or are going to be savvy in this regard.
Yeah. I mean, I think you bring up a great point. I mean, I think one of the things that we're doing now is digging a little deeper into high schools and equipping high school teachers with the knowledge of what jobs are out there. So computer science is coming into many of the high schools, but there's still not the awareness of what jobs are there and what direction they can go. Cybersecurity is a really booming field, and so we're trying.
Cybersecurity, a booming field.
Yep.
And so that is part of the Per Scholas, dare I use the term curriculum?
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, our curriculum is based on employer needs. So when we come into a community...
Excuse me, you're responding to the marketplace. By the way, if you're listening on the audio side, Michelle Pullaro from an organization called Per Scholas in how many cities across the nation?
11.
11. It's a national initiative, 25 years. Go ahead.
And so, yeah, we are identifying individuals that will fill jobs that are in the local community. So we're spending a huge part of our time with employers, listening to what their talent needs are today, and also talking to them about what they think in the future. And what they're also telling us is that they can't find the talent. They are looking for diverse talent, and they're not successful at finding that either. And so we actually co-create curriculum with employers and identify where their jobs are going to be today and in the future, and build a talent pipeline for them.
It seems to me, Michelle, that there's also collaboration with government. Actually sitting where you are, sitting right now, right here at the Agnes Varus NJTV studio, we had Mayor Raz Baraka of Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. And he talked about his Newark 2020 initiative. What is that, and how is it connected to what you're doing?
Well, I think that was also a great pathway for us to enter under, which is Newark 2020 is ensuring that companies are hiring talent locally in the community.
Right.
And I've done a number of things in Newark and worked with organizations in Newark, and they've always wanted to hire locally, and that's a great initiative. But what Per Scholas does is not just encourage companies to hire locally, but give them the skills. What are the jobs that are growing? I mean, the burgeoning tech economy in Newark is creating all of these tech jobs. So it's not just about hiring locally in Newark, it's training the people in Newark for the jobs that are actually growing in that community.
It's interesting how you say this, because a company, an organization could have the intent, the desire to hire locally.
Totally.
But if the workforce is not trained to contribute to that particular industry, all the good intentions in the world will not get it done. Is that a fair assessment?
100%. And I know that people get often criticized for not hiring locally, but it's really getting to the root of the problem, that the skills that are in that community are not necessarily meeting the demands of the employers.
I'm curious about this, because folks over at PSEG and ADP told us about your initiative and about this initiative. How did you find your way to Per Scholas?
How did I personally find my way to Per Scholas? I think that's an interesting question. I started at ADP. That was my first career, and I really wanted to identify ways to leverage my business skills and give back to the community.
Was Josh Weston there at the time?
Josh Weston was there.
Let's just say that Josh Weston has a very strong connection to public broadcasting.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he is still doesn't probably know it anymore. The former chair
of ADP. Go ahead.
Yep. And I grew up with a family who were professionals. And I'm an only child. And I listened to their stories that they had and challenges they had at work growing up at the dinner table my whole life. It bored the heck out of me when I was growing up, but it gave me a foundation that so many individuals don't have. And so really what motivated me to come to Per Scholas is create that kitchen table environment for folks. And not necessarily, the technical skills are a means to an end. We have to find individuals that are passionate about tech. It's usually the people that are the ones fixing the phones for their family. It used to be the ones fixing the VCR or taking things apart in the house and putting it back together. So you have to have that underlying passion. But what these individuals often don't have is A, the skills, and B, the confidence to be successful. And so we're creating that nurturing environment for individuals. We occasionally will train individuals that have gone to college and I still cannot find a career. But when they come to Per Scholas, they realize that the nurturing and confidence building is what is really going to make them successful.
The organization is called Per Scholas. The leader here is Michelle Pullaro. I want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
Keep doing important work.
Thank you for
Stay right
your
there.
time. Thanks.
This is Think Tank. I'm Steve Adubato. We're coming to you from the NJTV studio here in New York, the Agnes Varus NJTV studio. We'll be right back.
Think Tank with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by PSE&G, ADP, the Fidelco Group, the Northward Center, NJIT, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, New Jersey Resources, MD Advantage Insurance Company of New Jersey, and by Adler Aphasia Center. Promotional support provided by NJ.com and by ROINJ. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.